In this video, we're going to discuss two problems involving finding the integration by partial fraction decomposition. So the first example is going to be the integral of x minus 5 over x squared minus 1 dx. Notice that first we must factor the bottom because we can't use the u substitution, right? We would need a 2x for the du, right? But what are you going to do with that negative 5, right? Well, actually, let's see if you can use the u. You can split it as x over x squared minus 1 dx minus 5 over x squared minus 1. Well, you can't really do anything, right? Because this is not, you will not use arc sine, right? So this is going to lead you nowhere, right? You could use the u substitution for the x, but what are you going to do with the negative 5, right? If you had it under the square root, you could have used the arcs, well, even arc secant, you could have not used it, right? Because there's no absolute value x to the left of the, yeah, so this integral creates a problem, right? So not good, right? So we're going to use the factor the x squared minus 1. That's going to be factored as x plus 1 times x minus 1. So the original fraction that we have can be written as a divided by x plus 1. Right? We're just decomposing the fraction into two fractions. Plus b over x minus 1. Multiplying both sides by x squared minus 1. Okay, and I'm going to bracket that. We will get x minus 5, right? X minus 5 is equal to a times x minus 1 plus b times x plus 1. Okay, so now comparing the coefficients, we're going to start with comparing the coefficients of x. So 1 is equal to, I'm going to set the x with a colon here so that you know. So 1 is equal to a plus b, right? They both multiply the x. So a plus b. Now comparing the x to the 0th power, right? Well, I'm just going to say c. That's the constants, right? Comparing the constants, we have negative 5 is equal to negative a, right? The constant, negative a, plus 1 times b, so plus b. Now subtracting both adding both equations, if you add, you will get rid of a's, right? That's precisely what we need. We get 1 plus negative 5, that's negative 4, right? So I'm just going to say adding, right, is equal to 2b. So b is equal to negative 2. A is equal to 1 minus b. 1 minus negative 2 is 3, right? 1 plus b. So as a result, the integral can be written as here, right? So a is 3, so that's 3 over x plus 1 dx minus 2, right? We put the negative outside, over x minus 1 dx. And that should give you, right, using the u substitution, du will be 1, so it's going to be 1 over u, right, as a result. And 1 over u is going to be the ln, the antiderivative, right? So the 3 remains there. 3 ln, absolute value, x plus 1, substituting back to x from u, right? Minus 2 ln, same thing, right, because x is to the first power, so it's just ln, x minus 1, absolute value, plus a constant. So there goes your antiderivative. Okay, now the second example is going to be similar. It's going to be integral of 6x over x squared minus x minus 2 dx. So once again, any other method but fractional a partial fraction decomposition will not work, so we need to factor. X squared minus x minus 2 is equal to the factors of negative 2 that add up to negative 1. That's minus 2 plus 1. X minus 2, x plus 1. Okay, so this can be written as, well, we'll find it first, right? So 6x divided by x squared minus x minus 2 is going to be a over the first factor, x minus 2, plus b over the next factor, x plus 1. Multiplying both sides, I'm not going to indicate it this time, multiplying both sides of the equation by x squared minus x minus 2 will give us 6x is equal to a times x plus 1 plus b times x minus 2. Okay, and now we're going to compare the coefficients. We're going to start with the coefficient of x. So 6, right? 6 is equal to a plus b. Comparing the constants now, 0 is the constant, right? There's no constant, so it's 0. 0 is equal to 1 times a, so that's a, minus 2b, right? Minus 2b. Okay, so now we're going to subtract two equations to get rid of a, right? So we're going to subtract. So we're going to get 6 minus 0, 6 is equal to b minus negative 2b, right? So 3b, 3b. So b is equal to 2, and a is equal to 2 times b, right? Adding 2b here will give us a is equal to 2b. 2b is 2 times 2, that's 4. So a is equal to 4. Okay, so this integral can be written as 4 over x minus 2 dx, right? We're just copying here and substituting the b and a that we found, plus b is 2, right? So 2 over, make sure that you put the right factor, another one, not x minus 2, x plus 1 dx. And once again, since x to the first power, we're dealing with ln because the du will be 1, right, which is invisible. So we're just going to have 4 ln, absolute value of course, x minus 2, plus 2 ln absolute value of x plus 1, plus a constant. So there goes your antiderivative for this problem. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video.